Good day everyone, this is Dimple M together with my group mates discussing about bucket sort algorithm and its real-world application. First is what is bucket sort algorithm. Bucket sort is a sorting algorithm that works by dividing the input elements into different buckets or containers based on their values. Each bucket represents a range of values. The elements are then distributed among these buckets based on their respective values. Once the elements are distributed into buckets, each bucket is individually sorted. This can be done using another sorting algorithm like insertion sort, quick sort, or even recursively applying the bucket sort algorithm. After sorting all the individual buckets, the elements are concatenated back into a single sorted sequence. Bucket sort is particularly useful when the input data is uniformly distributed across a range. It is often used when the input consists of elements that are uniformly distributed over a range, such as sorting floating point numbers between 0 and 1. The time complexity of bucket sort depends on the sorting algorithm used to sort the individual buckets and the number of elements in each bucket. In the best case scenarios, when the elements are evenly distributed among the buckets, the time complexity can be linear, where n is the number of elements. However, in the worst case scenario, when all the elements fall into a single bucket, the time complexity can be quadratic. Overall, bucket sort is an efficient algorithm for sorting elements that are uniformly distributed, and it can be a good choice in certain scenarios.
So, hi everyone. I will front to view to report about bucket sort algorithm, and I will to explain and I will to identify the bucket sort algorithm. So what is bucket sort algorithm? Bucket sort or bin sort is a sorting algorithm that works by distributing the elements of an array into a number of buckets. Each bucket is then sorted individually, either using a different sorting algorithm or by recursively applying the bucket sorting algorithm. Maghatag og example sa bucket sort or bin sort. So for example, you can use one of the types of algorithms and to sort elements buckets, and another to sort elements within buckets, and you could even recursively implement the algorithm, and you initially choose to sort each bucket to minimize lines of code. Because of this adaptability, bucket sorting becomes slightly more complex, but also the most versatile. This is an example of bucket sort algorithm features. So this is a result, or this is to solve the bucket sort algorithm features. I will explain this picture on how to create bucket sort algorithm and how to solve bucket sort algorithm. So my idea is the first. This is a first create first create but the first is create the bucket sort algorithm, and I will follow the steps on how the bucket sort algorithm. So balik na diri. So I will explain how to create then the bucket sort algorithm. So first step is create an array of buckets and that are initially empty. So kailangan nimo mag-create kag bucket bago nimo i-place nimo sa elements and value. Then the second step, go through the original array, planning each object in its appropriate bucket. So madto ka sa sa original sa array, then i-appropriate nimo ang bucket sa i-plaster nimo ang iyang array sa original niya na place para ma-plaster iyang pag-solve. Then third, each non-empty bucket should be sorted. So dili dapat ma-empty iyang bucket kay anak man sa bucket na siya unod, like pila siya ka punon or pila siya ka kilo I mean. Then fourth is return all elements to the original array after visiting the buckets in order. So i-return ang all elements, balik sa all elements, then adto sa original array, and tan-aw nimo ang mga buckets kung na plaster na ba siya. Then after that this first nimo may himuon sa input nimo. Then mo niyang ginatawag na na integer value or floor value. Then moving ahead with this tutorial, you will now at the bucket sort algorithm works. So assume the arrays is yun lang ang aking masasabi.
I am Joshryl B, and this is the bucket sort algorithm in float. So bucket sort algorithm is used when the input array has items that are uniformly distributed over a range over a range. If you are given an array that has floating point numbers from 0 to 1.0, such as kini makita niyo sa screen, 0.43 and so on, then bucket sort is the algorithm that can sort this array in linear time. So how the bucket sort algorithm works? The idea behind bucket sort algorithm is to divide unsorted elements into groups called buckets. Each bucket is then sorted using any of the sorting algorithms, or you can recursively apply the bucket sort algorithm to each bucket. At the end, the sorted buckets are combined to produce the sorted array. So, muna yung ato ang pag-sort sa itong bucket. So first, we have the given 0.43 as you can see in the screen, and we have our own buckets. So each element, kining makita niyo sa blue nga cells, I mean sa blue nga kanang boxes nga nagpalinya, element is multiplied by n. So what does n represent? Ang n mo na siya ang number of items in this array. So pila man kabuok ato ang number of items? 7 kabuok, so it is multiplied by 7. So first is 0.43 multiplied by 7 is equals to 3.01. And asa man siya ibutang? Ang 3.01 will be converted to an integer. So it's going to be 3, only 3 lang siya. Yung sa may sunod ana, i-insert na siya dito sa bucket index 3 and so on. As you can see, makita ninyo nga ang 0.43 na sa bucket 3 and so on. Ang 0.32 multiplied by 7 na sa bucket 2, and 0.23 multiplied by 7 na sa bucket 1, ang 0.52 multiplied by 7 na sa bucket 3 and so on. So nag-travel na nga tong algorithm nga mao lang to siya, kanang i-multiply lang niya by 7 sa imuhang kuan sa value. So the next step will be to sort these buckets using any of the sorting algorithms. So let's quickly sort the elements in each of this bucket. The algorithm is going to start from this bucket, is going to find that the elements are already sorted. So ang first buhaton sa algorithm is i-check niya dito sa mga unsorted buckets. As you can see, dili pa pasunod sa bucket 0. Makita niya nga walay sulod nga value. Sa bucket 1 na nakasort na, nakapasunod na. Sa bucket 2 isan lang siya, so okay na siya diretso. And sa bucket 3 nga unsorted pa ang naa sa bucket. Next step ang ibuhaton ana is to sort the buckets to 0.43, 47, 51, and 52. And then, kuhaon niya, i-read niya ang first bucket, walay sulod din. At sa next bucket, sa bucket 1, kuhaon niya ang 0.23. Then, next, 0.25. Next is 0.32. Next is ang kanang upat nga nakapasunod. And, dito lang naman nato ang bucket sort algorithm. Thank you.
Hello, so good day everyone. So after all of that discussion that our members made, so let's try to implement together the bucket sort algorithm, and we are going to start with the bucket sort class, which of course we tried to generalize as much as we can. Okay, so the first couple of things I did was to write the code of the bucket sort algorithm and set all the methods here. So first we have the create the bucket. So the comment was in Bisaya language, so it is understandable for me. So please bear with me. Okay, thank you. So we have the create the buckets or create the buckets first. And second, we have the mag-add of elements na method. So we have the adding of the elements in this method. And then in this method we have we can sorting the elements in each bucket. Okay, so here is the method na where makuha nato ang sorted array na which we want the result is. Okay, so and at the bottom we have the code and the array list. Okay, so for this implementation, we are going to stick with integer keys and number values. Okay, because after initializing this, we need to do is map our elements, and in order to use the same function, we made use of the one of the discussion of our members, which multiplies the element by the number of buckets in case we have floats. So our elements must be numbers, or else we won't be able to apply the multiplication on them. So now, after doing that, and as we previously saw, each bucket has to be sorted on its own. So that is the main purpose of setting the methods. So for this purpose, we made use of the collection sort. So to test our logic, we can just simply run our code to see what is the result. Okay, so let's try to run. So as you can see, this is the result of our code, and which means we get the method here, we get the sorted array through bucket sorting. Okay, so I think that's all. No, I forgot. If you want to run other array list like integer numbers, because in this example we use we use float, you can just simply you can just simply change the numbers or the array list into integers or whole numbers. And note that float and integers don't have the same method. So if you're gonna use integers in this bucket sort algorithm, you are going to use another method for it, like division, not multiplication. Okay, so I think that's it, and I hope you learned something, and I learned something too, because I'm only a student too. And thank you for listening.